Hello students, welcome to another lecture of solid state. In the last class, we stopped at different types of basic cells in any crystal lattice. We have taken an example of cubic system, but in solids we have more than that, right? Solid can be, simple example we have taken was cubic structure, right? But apart from cubic, there are other possibilities also. Whatever may be the shape, cubic may be the shape, tetragonal may be the shape, orthorhombic, these are all the possible shapes in the crystal, right? Whatever may be the shapes, before going for the shapes in any solid crystal, how will the atoms be arranged in each unit cell, right? In every solids, so many unit cells. Suppose if this is a piece of solid, atoms or ions or whatever it is, in the solid you will find small boxes, right? If there is a big piece of solid, randomly in the total box, in the total solid, atoms will not be arranged. Atoms will be arranged in the form of small, fundamental, smallest area, and that area is having same dimension, same width, same length, same height, right? The same box having the same dimension gets repeated in the total solid, whether the solid is of 1 gram or 100 grams or whatever it is, unit cell, small box which I have taken, dimensions will be same throughout the crystal, right? So what we have to see is, whatever may be the shape of the solid, this is a rectangular kind of thing, we can call it as tetragonal arrangement. The solid which I am taking here, a duster, is having a shape of tetragonal. We have also seen the shape of cubic, right? These are just the shapes of the crystal, but these are nothing but inside any solid, what are the dimensions of each unit cell, that we will see, right? So in each unit cell, how the atoms are arranged, that can be of different types, right? Unit cell is a small box, we told, right? So if the unit cell is of primitive, means basic unit cell, primitive kind of arrangement is present in all the shapes of crystal. Primitive type of unit cell is present in all the shapes of crystal, right? What does it mean by primitive? We have already seen in the last class. Suppose it is a cube. Cube has 8 corners, right? Cube has how many corners? 8 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At each corner there is an atom present. At each corner there is one atom present, right? So total how many atoms are present in each cubic cell? For primitive means 8 corners are occupied by 8 atoms, right? 8 corners are occupied by 8 atoms. Body centered means in every unit cell, in every unit cell, in the center of the cell, in the center of the body, one atom is arranged. In the center of the body, one atom is arranged. In the center of the body, one atom is arranged, right? Like that, if one unit cell has one atom exactly in the center, it is called as body centered, right? So in each body centered, total how many atoms are there? 1. In each primitive, total how many atoms are there? 8 at 8 corners, right? Coming to the face centered. Face centered means this is a face, I told, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total how many faces are present in this box or in this crystal? There are 6 faces, right? Face centered cubic cell means apart from that corners, you leave primitive. In every center of the face, in every face, if this is the top face, at the exact center of the top face, one atom, at the exact center of the bottom face, one atom, here one atom, here one atom, here one atom, here one atom. As there are 6 faces, this duster has 6 faces, therefore 6 atoms are present in the center of each face. That type of arrangement in the unit cell is called as face centered unit cell. 6 faces are there, therefore 6 atoms are possible in each face, right? Coming to the next type of arrangement, in the unit cell you take any two faces which are opposite. You take any two faces which are opposite, whether top and bottom face or right and left face or front and back face. You should not count all the 6 faces here. You should only take any faces which are opposite to each other, whether these two or these two or these two. In those two opposite faces, one atom here, one atom here, or one atom here, one atom here, or one atom here and one atom here, right? So only 2 atoms are possible for 2 faces, right? Only for faces. Corners are for sure default. Corners are default. We should not count that. In this type of arrangement, how many extra are coming? Body centered means only 1 extra is coming apart from these 8. Face centered means 6 are coming apart from these 8. End centered means 2 are coming apart from these 8, right? So these are different possibilities for any shape. If the shape is cubic or rectangular like this duster, or orthorhombic means in the form of rhombus shape, or rhomboidal in the form of slanting rhombus, or monoclinic in the form of a wall which you can see is monoclinic, and triclinic means a slanting wall. These are different shapes possible for any crystal, right? Any crystal. So now let us come to the shapes. If cubic shape is there, what are its measurements, right? Measurements of each unit cell you should know. Right, these edges, how many edges are there to these? 1, 2, 3, 4 edges. 1, 2, 3, 4 edges. 4 plus 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 edges in each shape, whether cubic or tetragonal or whatever it is, there will be 12 edges, right? Edges measurements are, if you want to take this height and this height, this is A, this is B and this is C. Height of this edge, height of this edge, height of this edge, or edge length is called, are these 3 edges you have A, B and C. Length of the edges A, B and C. And angle between AB is alpha, BC is beta and CA is gamma, right? These are the angles between the edges or axial angles, right? For each shape, what happens to their length, what happens to their angles, let us see, right? Rhombic shape means they become a little slanted. In that case, A, B and C won't be same. Like that, if the shapes of the crystal or if the shapes of the unit cell is changing, what is happening to their length and to their angles, right? This tabular column is very important. You have to by heart by your own method. Whichever method is easy for you, you have to by heart this, okay? By practice or any other memoroids, okay? But you have to practice this table. Coming to the first shape of the unit cell, common shape in which a unit cell can be present is cubic shape, right? If the shape of the crystal or unit cell is cubic shape, it can have primitive arrangement as well as body centered arrangement as well as face centered arrangement. Primitive cubic cell can have primitive means 8 corners occupied as well as body centered in the center 1 atom as well as face centered in the center of all the faces 1 atoms, right? So for cubic, all the 3 arrangements are possible, and when the shape is cubic, A length, B length and C length are all same. Cubic shape has all 4 dimensions same, right? Therefore A is equal to B is equal to C. Whatever it is, whether the cube is of small size or large size, all the edges are of same length. Therefore A, B and C are equal, and if the edges are same, their angles are also equal, alpha, beta, gamma. All the 3 angles are 90 degrees only. Coming to the next shape of this kind, tetragonal. Where in tetragonal arrangement, unit cell, basic, primitive, common, and apart from primitive it can exist only in the form of body centered. This duster cannot have a face centered arrangement, cannot have an end centered, it can only have body centered along with primitive, right. So, for this duster A and B are same but C is not same, means see this edge and this edge are same, right, their length are same, this how much, this length both are same, A is equal to B, but this edge is very long, is it same? No. A and B are same but C is not same, A is equal to B is not equal to C, and with that arrangement the angles, even though their length is differing but the angles between these two is 90 only, these two is 90 and these two is 90 only. All the angles are 90 degrees only because they are straight, either straight horizontal or straight vertical, therefore their angles are 90 degrees. A alpha, beta, gamma is 90 degrees only, but their length is not same. You can see this and this are of same dimensions, but this edge is very long, it is not same. So, A is equal to B is not equal to C. Coming to the another shape of the unit cell, which is orthorhombic. When the shape is orthorhombic, it can have primitive, body centered, face centered as well as end centered. All the four arrangements of the unit cell are possible when the shape is orthorhombic, when the shape is orthorhombic, right. And in the orthorhombic structure, A, suppose if this is orthorhombic, A is also not equal to B, B is also not equal to C. All the three edges are different, A is not equal to B is not equal to C. And angles, when you come to the angles, as they are straight horizontal or straight vertical, angles will be same, alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma is equal to 90 degrees, right. Coming to the next shape, hexagonal, hexa means this way. This type of arrangement is called as hexagonal. In hexagonal shape, only primitive type is possible. You cannot have body centered or face centered or end centered. All these three centereds are not possible. Hexagonal can give only primitive, that means 8 corners are occupied, that's it. Not even 8 corners. Here how many corners you can see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 corners having 12 atoms, right. So, hexagonal can have only primitive, nothing else. And in the hexagonal also, A and B, right, these two are same, A is equal to B, but C, the longest length, the longest edge is not equal, therefore, A is equal to B is not equal to C. This and these are same, but the long edge is not same, so it is not equal, right. And coming to the angles, right, this, let me show you more clearly. See, this angle is 90 degrees only, this angle is 90 degrees only, but the slanting angles is not 90 degrees, it is 120 degrees, right, it is becoming slanting. Therefore, the angle is gamma is 120 but alpha and beta is 90 degrees, right. For hexagonal, A, B are same but C is different, and alpha, beta are same and gamma is 120. Coming to the other shape of rhomboidal shape also cannot have centered arrangements, it can also give only primitive arrangements, the basic one, right. And in rhomboidal also, A, B and C are same, in rhomboidal also A, B and C are same. Rhomboidal means cubic only, but it is a little slanting, So, as cubic can have all the edges of same length, therefore, A, B and C are same. But as it is becoming a little slanting, gamma will not be 90 degrees, it is other than 90 degrees. Alpha and beta will be exactly horizontal, but gamma will not be exact vertical, it will become a little slanting, therefore angle changes from 90 to something else, right. Alpha and beta are 90, but gamma becoming slanting and not 90 degrees, right. Coming to monoclinic and triclinic. Monoclinic and triclinics are like walls. Monoclinic means straight walls and triclinic means a slanting wall. In these two also, monoclinic can have primitive and end centered. Monoclinic cannot give second and third type, it can give first and the last type only. And in monoclinic as well as triclinic, A, B and C all are different. All the edges are of different length. Edge A length is not equal to B length is not equal to C. Same goes for triclinic also, right. And the angles alpha and gamma are 90, but beta is not 90 for monoclinic. Alpha, beta, gamma, all the three are not 90 degrees for triclinic, right. These are all the possible shapes in which a unit cell can exist. Shapes. But in this shape, how can the arrangement be? Arrangement can be out of this or only 3. In tetragonal shape, how can the arrangement be? First and second. In orthorhombic, how can the arrangement be? All the 4 is possible. Hexagonal, only 1. Rhomboidal, only 1. Monoclinic, 2. Triclinic, only 1. What is this type? We have already seen. Okay. So, please copy down this, and now let us calculate in the primitive type of arrangement, each box has exactly how many atoms calculations we will see, right. Please copy this box. So, now let us take one example of primitive and calculate per unit cell total atoms are how many for primitive as well as all these. Okay. To calculate this, we will take the common shape of cubic only, but there are other possibilities also. But what we are taking is cubic shape only, right. Shapes are so many, but we are taking cubic shape only. Okay. Let us take cubic shape. Okay. Right, like these cubes, there are so many cubes in the crystal, right. One cube beside other cube beside other cube, like that so many cubes are possible, right. In the crystal, one cube is one unit cell, like that so many unit cells are getting repeated. What you have to do? For each unit cell, total how many atoms are possible, right. So, now primitive means we know that per corner one atom is there, right. At one corner one atom is there. But when you are telling that each corner has one atom, that corner belongs to only one unit cell or the neighboring cells also, neighboring unit cells also. If this is one cube, there is another cube here, there is another cube here, there is another cube here, there is another cube. Right? We are taking this cube as an example, and for each unit cell how many atoms are arranged, that we are calculating, and we know that in each cubic cell at one corner one atom is present exactly in the center, right. So, for each unit cell how many corners we got? 8 corners we got, right. We got 8 corners, that means 8 corners should have one atoms, therefore each primitive cell has 8 corners, therefore 8 atoms should be there in each unit cell. But when you are looking at corner, you observe that the atom which I kept in the corner, is it belonging to only one unit cell, or is it shared by all the neighboring unit cells also? Neighboring unit cell also shares the same atom, right? This corner is common for this cell, this cell, this cell and this cell, and this is only front. There is another at the back, because only 4 corners I showed. At the back there are other 4 corners. So each atom which is present like this, out of 1, 2, 3, 4 front side, 1, 2, 3, 4 back side, 8 parts of the atom. This is one corner, right? From front side you are looking, that means at the back side also the same possibility is there. If this is the corner, this part only comes under this unit cell, this part comes under this unit cell, this part goes to that unit cell, this. You cannot say that one atom is totally coming in one unit cell, right? Therefore, as the cube has 4 corners like that, front, 4 corners like that, back, means 1/4 part, 1/4 part, half, 1/4 part, 1/4 part, half, right? 1/4 part front and back, 1/4 part front and back, 1/4 part front and back, 1/4 part front and back. Like that, total 8 sides. Out of the total atom, 1/8 part of the atom only coming into this box, the remaining part is going to the other boxes, right? For this box only 1/8 part of the atom is coming, the remaining parts are going to the next cells, right? Therefore, each primitive cell, though it has 8 atoms or 8 corners, but each corner has got only 1/8 part. Therefore, the total number of 1/8 part of atom, total number of atoms per unit cell is 1 atom. Because if you count 1/8 part, 1/8 part, 1/8 part, 1/8 part, like that total 8 parts together, if you measure, only one cell belongs, total number of cells which can come in a unit cell is only 1 atom in 8 parts, right? Front 4 parts, back 4 parts, total if you count, all of them make only 1 atom. Therefore, total number of atoms per unit cell is only 1 atom for primitive. The same let us do for body centered, right? Suppose this is a cube, front side only, the same exists for back side also, right? If this is the cube, I am taking this 4 only, 1, 2, 3, 4, but the same is present even for the back, which you cannot see. The other 4 corners are at the back, right? Body centered means exactly in the center of the body there is one atom. But as it is present exactly in the center, can anyone else also share that atom which is in the center? No, right? So each body center means center of the body. If it is present in the center of the body, it belongs to that body only, no one else, right? Each body centered cell has 1 atom per unit cell, and that is common, right? Coming to the face centered, each face centered has total how many faces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 faces. Means in 6 faces, one atom is arranged, right? That means here one atom is arranged, but if atom is present here, half part belongs to this box and other half part belongs to the box above, because if it is a crystal lattice, I am taking this face, that means atom will be like this. Half part of the atom is coming into this face, half part is going to the top atom, top unit cell, right? So for each box, only half part of the atom is belonging, other half part is belonging to the other, right? 6 faces and for each phase half of the atom, right? Therefore, like that, how many atoms will come? So total atoms are 3 for face centered, right? Same way for end centered, any two opposite faces you should take. I told, suppose I took these two faces, half part for this face, half part for this face, total 2 faces, and for each face half part, therefore 1 atom per unit cell, per unit cell, right? If the arrangements are these, how many atoms are possible for each arrangement? This is the calculation. Because we are telling that it is a crystal, it will have so many unit cell compactly arranged, and this phase will not be shared by this duster alone. There is a duster immediately beside, and the phase is common for both. So if the atom is present in the center of this phase, half part of the atom is coming into this duster, half part is coming into the other duster who is here. Like that, corners also same. 8 surroundings are sharing the same corner, therefore each corner area is 1/8 part of the corner is belonging to each cell, another 8 parts are shared by other atoms, right? So 8 corners, each corner 1/8 part, total atoms are 1, right? So this is the calculation for number of atoms present per unit cell. It is very important for your 4 marks and 2 marks. Please copy this, and we will see the next topic in the next class.